Guys, there's an entire movement towards better habits led by today's sponsor, Fume. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device that fills the void while you're ditching a bad habit. Fume is not a vape, but it gives you something to reach for when that craving hits. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural flavors. With no nicotine and no batteries. Fume is not addictive and you'll never have to charge it. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts, which is great for fidgeting, giving your fingers plenty to do, which can be great for de-stressing. Fume continually invests in third-party studies to ensure the safety of their products, and it's backed by doctors right here in the U.S. Fume has served over 150,000 customers, and you can be the next success story. For a limited time, head to tryfume.com and use my promo code Chael to get yourself 10% off of a journey pack. Scan the on-screen QR code or just click on the link below. You gotta attack the ones on the field. You can only attack the players on the field. You go to a football game. You want to go tackle somebody. Great. Sounds like you're in the right place. But only tackle the other players on the field. You don't tackle the guy at the concessions, for example. You don't tackle the ticket taker, for example. You don't tackle the cheerleaders, for example. You don't tackle the fans. You only attack the players on the field. You only attack the players that know that you might attack them. Oh, and by the way, once given the opportunity, will attack you back. That's the deal. It's tough. The rules aren't for everybody, but this is the way the game is played. If you lack the ability to control yourself to only attack the players on the field, you lack integrity. And you have character issues. I do not like that Wanderlei SIlva was attacked after his fight. I don't like more that he wasn't attacked by the guy who he agreed to come and face. I like even less that it wasn't a corner man of the opponent that Wanderlei agreed to face. In fact, it came out and it was the opponent's son. And you can see where if anyone's going to have standing in a matter, like an extended arm's reach standing, it's going to be the child of the guy Wanderlei's fighting. I think we would understand that to a degree. But before the law gets involved, before we get to that point, the highest authority in the room, which in this case was the commission, they're going to step in and they're going to start handing out their version of disciplinary actions. And that began yesterday. And a number of people were suspended yesterday. And one of the people that was not suspended yesterday is the son of the opponent that Wanderlei was fighting, the very gentleman who snuck into the ring, came up behind Wanderlei and hit him with a hook punch behind the head. Then circled in front of Wanderlei and began throwing more punches. Bare knuckle, I might add. Wanderlei has got to follow the golden rule at all times. He has got to protect himself at all times. I think that Wanderlei understood that. I think I could tell by Wanderlei's mannerisms that he's doing the best that he can. He's even got one hand up. He's got one hand down. He's trying to not look dangerous. He's trying to have a posture of, hey, this has gone too far. Let's everybody cool down. At the same time, should I need to protect myself? This is what he's doing. There's no words coming from Wanderlei's mouth, at least that I could dictate. But he wasn't ready to fight. He was trying to calm a fight. And the opponent who he would have to be watching, who is the guy he agreed to fight, is way on the other side of the ring. So if Wanderlei was to attack, he would attack the players on the field. This young man that got in there did not suffer a disciplinary action under the commission. Do you know why? Because he wasn't licensed. The commission, same as in the United States for that matter, can only discipline and can only sanction licensees. It could be your promoter's license, that could be your judge's license, that could be your corner's license, that could be your fight license. But we create a bubble, and then we have an authority that oversees that bubble. And that bothered me to a higher level, because now we don't have, boys will be boys. Now we don't have, I'm just sticking up for dad. Now we have trespass. This whole thing begins with a trespass. That young man should not have been there. That young man had to go through security to get to this place that he should not be. That young man could not be trusted enough that his own dad didn't put him in his corner. I mean, not for nothing. If the kid's going to come down and he's of age and he knows something about boxing, oftentimes, father will put son, out of respect if nothing more, in the corner. I don't know what their relationship is. I can just bring for you, father did not put son in the corner. He put him in a tuxedo and he put him out in the audience. Wasn't quite close enough. So son loops around while looking. This is the thing about cowards, is they don't declare their costume. Right? They wear something that looks very harmless, such as a black and white tuxedo. They don't wrap their hands and put gloves on because they're no part of the show. The true coward will dress to a level of camouflage so that he's not spotted. So when he gets ready to strike, or he needs to get as close as he needs to get, you got to understand, if this guy had been wearing a different costume that was not a tuxedo, and people see him slide under the ring right towards Wanderlei, Wanderlei could look down, see that guy, assume he's an usher, assume he works with the event, assume he's a security guard. It's not like the guy was in stealth mode. The guy was in a costume known as a tuxedo. So he could blend in, and he did. And he hit Wanderlei. And as of now, there are no actions taken against him. And there's no actions because the highest authority in the room was the commission, and the commission does not have him within reach because he's not licensed. Which is where, when Wanderlei goes to the police and the district attorney, I hope that he does include that. I hope he does include trespass. I hope he does mention he broke in. He had a premeditation. He trespassed and broke in with a premeditation to cause bodily harm. And when we get done with all of that, and all jokes aside, it will come back to the golden rule of Chael Sonnen's father: never, ever let him get close.